It's Monday morning, September the 26th, 2022. It's a joy to be able to share some thoughts with you from the scriptures today. I'm Pastor Mike Custer, the pastor of Bible Baptist Church in Grand Forks, North Dakota. And this morning, for our devotion, we're going to read Proverbs chapter 28, verse 24. Proverbs 28:24 says this: Whoso robbeth his father or his mother, and saith, It is no transgression, the same is the companion of a destroyer. And this is a serious matter because it's one of the 10 commandments that a person honor his father and his mother. And this is, the Bible says, the first commandment with promise, that it may be well with thee and thou mayest have a long life on the earth. This is a serious command, especially when it comes to dishonoring parents, so that the child would rob father and mother. This states in Proverbs 28:24, whoso robbeth his father or his mother, and says it's no transgression. This is a serious matter when the Bible says clearly that we ought to honor our parents, and it doesn't really matter. The Bible doesn't qualify this, that if your parents have been good parents, if they've been good godly parents, the Bible says just honor parents. This is a basic command in the scriptures. I think about Ephesians chapter 6, verse 1 that says, Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. It's right for children to honor and obey their parents. And this is the basic structure of authority in the child's life. And a child who grows up to dishonor his parents probably will be also an individual who doesn't regard other authorities either. And so it's not a matter of whether they deserve to be honored or not. This is an unconditional command that God gives, that children should obey their parents and honor their father and their mother. And I think about the fact that many people learn much better how to be godly parents than their parents ever knew. But the fact of the matter is, their parents did probably the best they knew how. And many times, parents didn't have very many opportunities themselves to be taught in parenting, how to care for children, how to bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord, for example. But every parent that I've ever known actually at least loved that child and did the best they knew how, did the best they could for that child. And so that causes them to be worthy of honor and respect. And this is God's established authority structure for children to learn to be submissive to, and to learn to honor their parents, to learn to be subject to authorities in their life. Insist on your children. Insist, as if you're a parent, insist on your children showing you respect, and deal with them and train them and teach them what proper respect for authority is, so they will grow up and not have disregard for the authorities in their life generally. You know, every one of us is subject to authorities. Every one of us must yield to, must submit to the delegated authorities in our life. Every person is subject to a higher power. And the quicker we learn that, the more joyful and the better off we'll be in this life. And parents ought to be honored. They should be. Love your parents. I think Father's Day and Mother's Day are outstanding holidays, opportunities for children, even grown children, to get a hold of a parent maybe that they have had a falling out with, and say, Mom, Dad, I love you. Thank you for giving me everything I needed when I was growing up. Thank you for training me and teaching me and raising me and feeding me and clothing me and protecting me over the years. Honor your parents. This is a great command from the scriptures, and one that ought not to be easily cast aside. God help you today.